From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Hurts throwing right away. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he spins through. Oh, what a juke into space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. He's got the first down and more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Colts. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the... On first down, Hurts. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing is Hurts. Completes it again to Doubs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Hurts. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 88 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been on him. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Got Dobbs over the middle, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it was capped off by a jump. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good kick that time, but also a pretty... yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with great starting... Field position and one timeout in their pocket. They could still come away with points here in the late going. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers forced it. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And they use that height on the outside to get... the score.
We've seen the...
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they're going to speed things up here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman halfway to 100 now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, they'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Middleton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Darius Slayton, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hurts will throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Three yards remain for second down. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. First and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Hurts throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Okay, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down now, Middleton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 16, Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Past the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts get the up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw again. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Mariota nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21-0 our score.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right.
Caught by Woods.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 35. Yards. And play fake. Mariota. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Yeah, we saw that from up here.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mariota toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a dump off here complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
On the draw is Taylor. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number. On second down and 4. Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets it. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They run again on first down. Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw Mariota. And Anderson's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up.
She-Rag got me. She got me.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle. Right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Jackson now. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. It's right. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give, right side, right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is fielded at the 7. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the... The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he fires one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Second and 2. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in Indianapolis touchdown. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go. It's right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd down, it's right, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. We're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Jalen Hurts, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Ken Walker, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada, see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They find some open field here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On second down, it's right. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, right, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 3. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Up the middle they go. It's right. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Second and 4. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The option to give to Taylor here. Gets around him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now a give right side. It's right, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Ravens on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Campbell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, it's Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both. Run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. And the ball is knocked out. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Getting in there for the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts. Are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 50. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, they climbed to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
To throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. They'll look to throw here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now the red flag out on the field. What a challenge for. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Second and 5. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, his second. Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Switch. Hey, check that. Street. Check 4. 36. Check 13. Check 3. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throw over the middle, taken in, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Aguilar.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10, Taylor now. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Mustang 19. 49.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Well, a close game like
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd quarter. Lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Offense at the line and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more of that in this game. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just talking about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 2. They'll run right here with Swift. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, it's Taylor. And he's got room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Runs over it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly. Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense. The interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, He's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
Second and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 90 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it, what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.